I'm joined now by Mitchell Asemota, the Executive Director and Co-founder of the non-profit group Our Streets Portland. Mitchell, thank you very much for joining us. Your group works to support homeless people in the area. How bad is the heatwave for homeless people in particular?
I mean, it has been something we've taken very seriously. It went from being about 70 outside to about over 100 right now. And so we went from doing about an event every single day to now doing about 2 events every single week. And we are passing out close to 500 bottles of water to people who are houseless right now.
What's your organisation doing specifically to work with homeless people during the heatwave?
We are right now passing out cold water on Tuesdays and also on every single Thursdays. And we have about 10 volunteers plus our staff who go out. We try and have anywhere between 400 to 500 bottles of water. And much our goal is just to get it to people who can use that right now. And we also, our goal is to just get it whatever we can, because people are much in need of like tents, of just anything that could keep them cool.
There will be people watching this in the affected areas. What practical things can they do to help if they see someone homeless who might be in trouble?
One thing we ask is when you're walking around, especially right now, is just carry things like water or like snacks, because people they need just small things like that they can just use at that time being. And a lot of them are very hungry and they are very thirsty. And so if you can just have those things, even if you're going to the park or you're just going outside, there are people who are everywhere who could just use something like to eat or drink.
Your organisation is a charity. You said you depend on volunteers. Have you had any support from local or federal government?
We are still in need for our first sponsorship. We have not gotten any funding yet from the government, so we've mostly just done anything that we can from everything we've done so far has been from the community that we've gotten, and we've had a lot of just huge support and love. So from that way, now we just do a lot for people who live in our community.
Mitchell Asemota, the Executive Director and Co-founder of the group Our Streets Portland, thank you very much for making the time for us.
Thank you so much for having me.